这是半夜2点的人民医院。
中国媒体报道，23号，中科院院士卢强、张友尚，工程院院士李文华；22号，工程院院士龙玉球，社科院原所长汪同三因医治无效离世。微博账号国策智库唏嘘说，这2天看新闻，心里五味杂陈。22号的百度热搜榜30条里，讣告竟占了5条，热搜榜俨然变讣告榜。公开信息显示，近期许多离退休的中共高官密集病亡。中国问题专家恒河揭露各州秘密。他直言，由于大陆的非法活摘器官行业极其发达，中共许多高官依靠器官移植延续生命，但却经不住病毒折腾。
因为老年人很多死亡就是器官衰竭嘛，那他老换新鲜的，老换年轻人的器官，它就可以延长。但这种呢，实际上它是经不起折腾的，所以这一来的话，你看病毒它就不认这一套。所以一到这个病毒的时候呢，他们就不行了。
一名北京政法系统官员向自由亚洲电台透露，早在10月份20大期间，北京的各大医院被感染就已经非常严重，但被官方严密封锁消息。恒河说，中共许多高官长期住在医院里，就像疗养院一样享受特权。感染爆发后，当局怕社会上引起波动，让这些人在医院里不准出、不准进。却成了造成这些高官感染的直接原因。
因为北京这一次是最先在医院里面爆发的，所以这些在享受特权的人反而更容易的去被感染上。然后因为他们年纪又大，所以没有抵抗力。但是换句话说，这等于就是享受特权的人就给你们惩罚，谁让你们有这些特权了？这就冥冥之中是有正义的，你坏事做多了就有报应。
不过，除了离退休高官，中共现任高官的染疫和死亡情况被当局严控风声，外界不得而知。网友讽刺，现任高官染疫与否全靠竞猜。但15、16号举行的中经会上，大批官员无故缺席，已经引发不少他们是否染疫的质疑声音。深圳大面积感染，医院挤满了候诊的病人。某医院的一个科室，医护人员全阳了，一名女护士趴在桌上哭。
看着严医生真是不容易，输着水的给人扎着针。
日前，中共内参数据曝光大陆真实感染数据，显示在12月1号至20号短短20天的时间内，大陆累计感染已达2.48亿人，占总人口的17.56%。之后，彭博社向在现场开会的人核实了这一消息，落实大陆一天几千万人感染的事实。世界卫生网络联合创办人丁亮博士认为，中共目前放开疫情管控的目标，就是让能感染者都感染，让该死亡者都死亡，而且尽早感染、尽早死亡、尽早达到峰值、尽早恢复生产。此前，中共体制内人士爆料的截图显示，江苏无锡市政府被江苏省政府批评阳得太慢，争取赶在明年3月份，大部分人都染上一次，经济就能正常运行。恒河直言，这就是一种非人道的、把人不当人的一种做法。新韩电视台记者韩飞、特约记者洛亚采访报道。
Again, we're almost talking about two different diseases here. The original variant of COVID, which China did such a great job of protecting people against, and this latest set of variants, in that, again, highly infectious, but pretty mild and very quick to pass through the population. So certainly, I think Mario makes some good points that the Western media is really indulging its worst ghoulish tendencies here by focusing on some of these extreme, unfortunate events. But the reality is that this wave is passing through very quickly. I think that China already is bouncing back economically, socially, much more quickly than most of these Western observers believe is possible. And, one point about the media, I know we're not here to talk about the foreign media, but that they've gotten it so consistently wrong from the beginning, where COVID cannot be managed through these strict lockdowns, which China proved them wrong, to the disastrous failings in Shanghai, which actually turned out to, again, be a gross exaggeration, now to this latest, again, ghoulish fascination with, some of the extreme events here, again, that are completely missing the point and are gross distortions. So I agree with you, Ting Duo. Those numbers absolutely jibe with what I'm seeing here on the ground in Beijing. Things are rapidly improving, bouncing back, and I think we're really poised for a really, really much better 2023.
The abrupt relaxation of the zero-COVID policy in China has caused the worst outbreak in the country. As hospitals get overcrowded and a lack of medicines is reported, government officials encourage Chinese residents to use alternative medicine, herbal medicine, and even stockpiling lemons and other foods to fight COVID. 2 videos have recently gone viral in which a Chinese female healthcare staff is scolding and angrily complaining about Chinese authorities. She said that the experts keep making recommendations without considering the people's situation. On December 21st, a netizen reposted her video and said that it is right, adding that experts are causing harm to the people. In the video, the medical worker said, "Now there is a report a day, a petition a day. This is like a TV series." She said that in the live broadcasts, experts always recommend eating this, eating that, even recommending eating ice cream. So what should people with diabetes eat? She added, if experts advise the price of onions, garlic, ginger, all increased, oranges and other fruits sold out, now it is time for an outbreak. I just want to scold people. She continued, can those experts come to little clinics to see what's going on? She said she witnessed at a local clinic at 10 p.m. people were still lining up, even at 11 p.m., 12 a.m. Are you blind? She asked annoyedly. In another video, the female staff complained that in the past 2 days, a report suggested a new drug to treat COVID-19. She said there had not been medicine for COVID in the last 3 years. She scoffed, this was a development in the last 2 days. We will no longer use it. We will let you professors and experts drink and hoard a little more. We ordinary people can't stand it anymore. Even if you give me money, I won't drink that crap. The worker also said that she discovered a problem. Now people who are positive with COVID also take cold medicine. Taking cold medicine now can cure both COVID and flu. During these 3 years of the pandemic, many people were disappointed with the so-called experts in China, with the young man saying, I suggest, for the time being, experts temporarily shouldn't suggest anymore. Whenever you suggest, nothing can be bought. Listen to my personal recommendation. You guys should just keep your mouths shut. As reported by RFA, Zhang Nanshan, a scholar at the Chinese Academy of Engineering and a pandemic control expert within the Chinese Communist Party line, talked at an opening ceremony of the annual meeting of the Chinese Medical Association on Respiratory Diseases on December 8th. He claimed that the infection with the Omicron variant is not a big deal because 99% of infected people can recover completely within 7 to 10 days. He also stated the need to adapt to the current situation and change the preventative control policy. On the same day, Li Lanjuan, a member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering and director of the State Key Laboratory of Diagnosis and Treatment of Infectious Diseases, said in a media interview that although the asymptomatic infections are contagious, patients are not hospitalized, so they don't need to panic. Regarding the change of tone of Chinese medical experts, Vision Times quoted Wu Shuji, a researcher of the Taiwan Cross-Strait Policy Association, who said on December 12th that Xi Jinping was forced to adjust the pandemic prevention policy due to the white paper movement. The experts serving politics in China have changed their mind. Their remarks were not based on science, and the politicians did not take their opinion seriously. The government has not given up its leadership in pandemic prevention, and strict prevention and control cannot be ruled out again. Wu added, it seems we are living in a balanced time and space. There is a big gap between the past and the present. This is a very unique social relationship between the government and experts in China. In general, for the spread of the virus and where the focus of the pandemic prevention measures is, in fact, many countries in international society have made adjustments to this trend. Therefore, these Chinese experts are really clear. It's just that they have to consider politics so they can say it, but have to speak for the government. As for getting slapped in the face or not, to some extent, the Chinese government usually doesn't care about this issue. The COVID-19 pandemic is raging in China. The number of positive cases is continuing to spike, reaching thousands of cases. On December 22nd, a summary of the meeting of the Chinese Health Commission on December 21st was circulated on the internet. The commission estimates that 37 million people were diagnosed with COVID on December 20th alone, and more than 248 million people were infected between early December and December 20th. On December 22nd, Wang Ho, an author on Chinese finance, shared the summary of the meeting of the National Health Commission on December 21, 2022 on Facebook. He believes that the pandemic situation reported internally by China's National Health and Medical Commission may be closer to the actual situation. According to this summary, China's one-day COVID-19 cases on December 20th was estimated at 37 million people, and the one-day rate of new infections was 2.62%. Compared to the rate of new infections on December 19th and 18th, the rate of new infections is continuing to increase. Ranked by centrally run provinces and cities, the 5 provinces with the highest rate of new COVID-19 infections in a day are Sichuan, Anhui, Hubei, Shanghai, and Hunan. If sorted by city, this list includes Zhengzhou, Langzhou, Hefei, and Shanghai. As for the cross-infection situation, from December 1st to December 20th, China estimated that a total of 248 million people were infected, and the population cross-infection rate reached 17.56%. In terms of high cross-infection rate, there are two provinces with over 50%, Beijing and Sichuan. Overall, since December, the cross-contamination rate of the population has exceeded 17%. It is expected that by the end of December, many provinces across the country will gradually enter the peak period of the pandemic. Currently, localities with rapidly increasing pandemic cases are or will tend to be infected from the provinces to small and medium cities and rural areas. Therefore, it is necessary to increase preparations for the peak and the pandemic in those areas. About a week after the peak, there will be a peak of severe and non-serious cases. However, the official also emphasized at the meeting, deaths cannot be avoided. The cause of death must be determined according to medical principles and must be based on facts. Pneumonia deaths should be reported by fact. If a person dies from an underlying condition, even if the person is positive for COVID-19, it cannot be reported as COVID-19 death. For example, if a person died from an underlying disease with a history of cardiovascular disease and was infected with COVID, they would be in the group of deaths from cardiovascular disease, not from COVID-19. The leaked information from the meeting has attracted the attention of the outside world, but there is still no official confirmation that it is the minutes of the meeting. Chinese authorities have not offered a reasonable explanation, but due to the large number of infected residents in various regions of China, public authorities including the Employment Management Service Center, Chang'an County in Xi'an, Shaanxi Province, and other officials have said that they will seriously consider reducing staff, temporarily suspending business, or adjust opening hours. In addition, the Harbin Funeral Service Center has announced it would suspend some funeral services. Prayer and funeral services will be suspended from December 20th, and when these services reopen, will be announced separately. Signs show that the current level of the pandemic control has seriously affected China's public services. According to the latest analysis by British medical information and analysis company Airfinity, China could open the world's largest wave of COVID-19 infections, according to Taiwan's Central News Agency. With a population of 1.4 billion, China could see 1 million new infections and 5,000 deaths a day. And the situation could be even worse. This is also in stark contrast to the official public data.
日媒报道，日本作为2023年7大工业国集团峰会主办国，首相岸田文雄正就2023年初访问英国、法国及意大利展开协调，希望为成功主办广岛 G7 峰会铺路。另外，由于日本政府日前修订载明拥有攻击敌方飞弹基地的反击能力等内容的3份文件，岸田也有意访问盟国美国，与拜登会谈。在中国 COVID-19 病例急剧增加，国际疫情依然紧绷之际，印度经济恢复对入境的国际旅客采取抽验措施，若为阳性反应，将被送到指定医疗机构隔离治疗，以降低新病毒株进入印度的几率。日媒报道，日本奈良检方根据精神鉴定结果，认为涉嫌枪杀前首相安倍晋三的42岁犯嫌山上彻也具刑事责任能力，依杀人罪嫌起诉。针对荷兰总理吕特日前对过去长达250年的奴隶制历史道歉，印尼副总统安民昨天表示，若荷兰政府有意道歉，就应该正式以官方管道向印尼道歉。新航亚太电视整理报道。